Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's been a while, been a little busy with work, but I have some free time now, so let's make some videos. Yeah, I'll try and squeeze in as many videos as possible before I get busy again. All right, so there are a few problems we have here so far. Things are working on the front side, but if I do login, let's try to log in there. Click login, and this is what I get when I try to even authenticate on the login part here. I get a few errors. So these errors are because of the namespaces that we added. So we need to go through our project and make sure that everything is all good. So the beauty of errors is they tell us exactly where the problem is. So we can just follow the stack here. So let's look at this. It says login.php on line 31. So let's try and find that error. Finding errors is always interesting, and that's the fun part. That's the part I like the most. So let's see, app controllers login on line 31. That's great. So let's controllers and login line 31. Where is that? Boom, right there. So it's telling us it can't find this class. That's because it's looking for it in the controller namespace. But of course, we can tell it to use auth here if we want. So for example, if I go at the top here, let's try that. Let's say use. The auth class is simply inside the auth. Let me just confirm that, because I think I did not change this authentication class to, yeah, so it's definitely not in any namespace. So let's see if that helps. Let's refresh and let's go. Okay, so that solves the problem. So we are now logged in, and let's come down to, where is this? Oh, by the way, if you don't remember why this has worked here, it's because when you say use, you are trying to import a class from a different namespace. This is what use does. It's like include a file. Even though the file itself is already included in the project, the class is in a different namespace to this one. So to use it in here, you have to import it. Now you can either use the use keyword like this, or you can simply go to the class itself and put a slash there. This will tell it that go to the, there's no namespace for this one. It's just in the main category. So you can use that slash over there. It'll still work. But it's better to do this so that if you're using it multiple times, you don't have to put that slash on every one of those times. It's the same with model use user here. Let's try this as well. You see, as it is now, things work just fine, but you can still do use, and then you say model user like this, okay? And then what this will enable you to do, oh, sorry about that, it's supposed to be this slash like so. What this will allow you to do is avoid typing like this. So let me try and remove that and remove this so that we see what's going on. I think explanations are always relevant and good. So let's go back to our login page. And there we go. So you see it's telling me uncaught error, the class controller / user was not found, blah, blah, blah. But if we tell it to import from the models namespace, it will do just that. Now it's giving me an unexpected error. Syntax errors are the best errors because you know it's something you typed that's wrong. It's not really anything to do with the running of the program. It's just you typed something wrong. So these are the easiest errors to fix. So let's look here. It's saying unexpected token bracket. It's expecting a comma instead on line 9. So let's look at that unexpected thingy. So here it's saying unexpected bracket, which is this one. It's expecting a comma or maybe a semicolon. So putting brackets like this means I'm instantiating a class. So my bad. I shouldn't do that there. All right, so if I now refresh, things should work as intended, as you can see here. So I hope you understand what's going on with namespaces like this. Now, with this in mind, we might as well just add the auth class to the models namespace. Let's see if earlier this had caused us problems, right? Let me see if that will not this time. And of course, I will have to go in here and write model/authentication like that. Let me put the slash at the beginning to show that it's from the base, not from the control. Because sometimes if you do this, it may append controller to the beginning there, but it may work. Let's see what happens. We'll take it back if it doesn't work. Oopsie daisy. Okay, there we'll have a problem on this one, but let's go to this and try it here. Things seem to work just fine. If I log in, everything looks good. So it means we are able to put the auth class in the model's place here. So we'll do that instead. And things are working as intended here. But let's see what errors we have created here. Of course, if you can't see errors properly, just type right-click, go to the page source, and there you'll be able to see the errors completely. So here it says auth class auth not found. This is in the nav view line 39. So let's revisit that again. Let's do it a bit better this time. So I'm going to go to views and let's go to includes the nav view. It says, what line number is that? 39. So let's go there. And line 39 right here. So with these guys, we can use auth, whatever classes we are using in here. Mostly here we are just using auth. So I'm not sure if we can import, we can say use here. One way though is to just put a slash like this to tell it that we are at the beginning like that. That should work. But let's try. I have never tried this actually. So let's just say use slash auth. Let's close that. Let's say we are inside model and use. I've never tried to do this here, but let's see. You know, these things, it's good to experiment. And look at that. It actually did well. It actually worked. Let's move this to somewhere a bit better, which is possibly the this is inside, keep in mind, this is inside the view function of the controllers. If we go to the core and look at controller.php, this is the one that has the view function. So possibly if we try and use auth model here, it might respond as well. But let's see. Nah, that doesn't seem to do it at all. Interesting. Maybe let's try and add it here. Yeah, you never know. Let's put it there and let's see. Oh, unexpected token on line 16. That's a syntax error, so this is unexpected. So why? So it seems we can't use the word use inside a function. So what do? Let's try and put it here. Let's see if it will complain there, and I have a feeling it will. Okay, cannot use. Controller cannot use, this is not a trait. Oh, okay, I see what it's talking about. Only traits can be added here. Oh, and by the way, I haven't done traits in any of my tutorials. I'm going to do that soon, where we're going to use traits instead of just classes. Okay, so this just doesn't seem to do what we want, so let's not waste time on this code. Let's just go back to the nav here, and I don't like how this is sitting here. Doesn't seem like we should find a better way, a better place to add this. For now, let's put it here. Let's just say use auth like that, and that should solve the problem as we go. Okay, we'll leave it there for now. All right, so now let me go to my dashboard. Okay, so same problem again, controller auth not found, line 14 on the admin section. So of course we are going to have to use that. So let's go to the admin section, and right here, use, okay, wrong place, use auth. Let's see if we have managed to import. Okay, there we go. Cannot redeclare the model auth because name is already in use. Why? Okay, so let's view the page source to see this error properly. Okay, so it says cannot redeclare model auth because the name is already in use. Model blah 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 on line 10. auth.php on line 10. Okay, the problem with this error is that it's showing me where I'm trying to redeclare. It's not showing me where I first declared it. So what it's saying is it's complaining that I'm trying to redeclare auth class when I've already done so. But where am I declaring it again? This is not cool. Model auth. Okay. Now this is usually caused by a repeat in when the file is included twice, because I know I only declared it once here, okay, but it's saying it's repeatedly declared. So sometimes it's because a file has been included many times and it contains a declaration of that class. So what do we do? Let's go to the core and let's go to the init. So here where we are loading classes right here, we are repeatedly loading classes here with require, and then we load a class. So sometimes when the auth class is being used several times, like in this case, where is this? In the admin section, where we're using it multiple times, we are including it several times, because remember that every time we don't find an included class, we have to load it through the init.php, which is why this function exists. So here let's make sure we tell it to only require a single file once. That way we make sure that we are not repeating ourselves, because if you require, let's say I require the model, let me undo this for a second. You see here we have model.php, right? We know this is a class. Now if I do this twice, I require it 2 times, then I'm essentially redeclaring the same class. So let's see this in action. So as you can see, it's now saying cannot declare class model because the name is already in use, right? However, it's not being used twice, it's just I'm including the file 2 times. So this seems to be the problem we're having here when we require a class every time. So what require once we would do is it would check if the file has already been included previously and not include it again. So I think that should solve our problem. Okay, so now it's telling me class auth not found. Too many complaints with errors, but you know, errors are fun because they teach you stuff. So let's see, uncaught error, no, auth not found. Where is this? Admin header view.php 212. So we have the header problem again. I dislike having to use that code that I used in the other view, this one right here. I don't like this, but I'll try and find a better solution for that. So let's go to the admin. In the header, it's complaining the same thing, saying I cannot find the auth class. So one way to fix this is just to put a slash at the beginning like this, and that will solve the problem, really. Let's go back here and see and refresh. Okay, that didn't solve the problem. Let's see, where is that? Line 215 in the header. So 215, where are we? right here. Okay, so it was there. So every instance of this, it will solve that problem. So if I refresh, okay, maybe the program has shifted to a different place. It's still line 215. Oh, sorry, my bad. I forgot that I now put the auth class in the model namespace. So we can't do this unless we type the whole name. So you can see that if I do this, or just say model/auth like this. That should solve the problem. It will move the error to another location. Oh wait, still can't find the class auth. Let's put a slash at the beginning to tell it to look in the main. Nope, still not found. That's insane. Is this 215? Yes, that's 215. Oh, that's because there are two places. Let's do this on that one as well. Let's see if the error moves to a different location. Yes, it has. So this has worked, but you see, having to edit this, so I'm just going to undo everything here. I already added this auth class here, so instead a quicker solution would be just to tell it to use what I already have. So paste. Now at the beginning here, make sure you are not leaving any spaces. So we're using that, importing it into the main namespace. That way it can work. So if I refresh, all errors should go just with that line of code, instead of having to look for every instance of it. So that's one way to solve the problem. Right, so far so good. Things are all right, relatively speaking. So what I want us to do now is let me go back to the main home. I want us to add a okay, we will be adding categories. There's so much to do, but let's take things one step at a time. So I want us to add images here in the dashboard here in the admin area, so that we can change those images. So sorry to babble on, but let's do that. I'm just going to add a link here, and then we can call it a day. So to add a link to this that links to what we want to do, let's go to the admin views, and we have the nav view here. Okay, so this is where all the, wait a minute, the nav bar. What am I looking for? Let's go back to admin course, admin. I'm just looking for the admin page. Good God, where is the admin page? Admin header view. Okay, so it's in the admin header view. Okay, there we go. Account settings, profile. Yeah, these are the things I'm looking for. The list, the menu list here. So right at the end, after profile, then there's home, okay, which is the backend profile page. But right here, you can choose anywhere you want to add this. So let's just duplicate one of these list items and call this one, what do you call this? Home slider. Or we can just say slider images. Like that. Okay. And then this one will lead to admin, and let's just call it slider. You can put dash images like that. That's fine. So if I now refresh, I have a new thingy there. So we can also change the icon to display something better. Maybe BI picture. I don't know. You have to check the bootstrap icons. Looks like there is no picture here. Let's try photo. Let's see. Nothing. Bootstrap icons. Oh wait, that's the wrong page. Bootstrap icons. Let's see. 3 dots, bootstrap. Icons to get bootstrap. Yes, that's where I want to look. I want to find the right icon here. So let's see, picture. Okay, so it's image. Wow, who would have thought? Images. That should have been my first guess. So images there, and let's come back, refresh, and there we go. So slider images. So if I click on this, this is what I get. So in the next video, let's make that possible so we can upload slider images.